Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Inspiring Joy. My name is Jody, and if you are returning, welcome back. So today I have a bunch of flowers from bouquets that my husband gave to me, and they are at a point where they are ready to be transplanted and snipped and trimmed and kind of fixed to where they'll have a longer shelf life from where they are right now in their vases. So I'm going to go ahead and take them out of their current vases, and I want to put them into other vases. So I have the traditional glass vases that I can use, but I also have a box of vases that are vintage that came from my mom and dad's house that my mom has collected over the years. So they are downsizing, and she asked if I wanted them, and I said, sure, why not? Let's see what we have. So today I'm going to unbox the vases, see if there are any that I want to use and can use with water, and then I'll go from there. So let's take a look at what we have. First one is a pumpkin vase, super cute. Not sure if the top comes off or not. Doesn't appear that it does, or maybe it does, but I can't get it off. Oh, actually it does come off. Very cool, and it has a little hole for a spout. So maybe not now, but in the fall, this would be wonderful. And even a candy dish or a little candle inside, I could see that. Okay, so we will set that aside, not for today. Cute, sweet little pitcher. It would be cute for, you know, a couple little flowers, maybe in the bathroom or something. Possibility, we'll set it aside. I went ahead and unwrapped a few of these other items. So the next one is a picture that sort of matches or coordinates relatively with the same design in the small one. So this big one, sort of, it might even be in the same family, but this one, the small one, is a little bit more worn in color. It's a little bit probably more dark than this one. And so this is a good size. This is beautiful. So I think I like the flowers. I think it definitely represents spring and summer. So this is an option for planting the flower. So that's an option for a vase for the flowers, and it also has a lid. Okay, next is a very small, delicate vase. Would be great for bedside table, master bedroom, spare bedroom, bathroom, what have you. Maybe even a candle for that one. Here's another really pretty vase. I love the blue around the edge and the flowers in the front. And it has a sweet little flower on the back. Okay, also, I'm not sure if I mentioned, but this small one also comes with a lid, similar to the big one. Okay, also have this windmill with some holes for the spout and a nice lid. Somewhat whimsical, kind of like it. I'm not sure for flowers, but we'll see. And I'm not sure how this goes back on. Oh, here we go. Okay, to match the windmill design there. Okay, these other ones are very similar in the colors that are in them. So if you look at this one, this has greens, yellows, burgundies, pinks. This has greens and greens, light greens and dark greens, chartreuse, different colors. Super cool, very pretty. This one also has kind of a blue-green. I could see either keeping it this color or aging it in some way, styling it differently, different color perhaps, base color. Also, this one is pretty neat in color. I think this would be very cool with an aged effect and just one sprig of something coming out of it. So all four, these together, make sure you can see them in the camera, these together along with even this one, I think the colors are pretty neat, if I keep them as they are at this time. All right, let's see what we have next. Next one is a glass, almost an oil or perfume looking bottle. It's pretty neat. Okay. Ooh, this is very pretty. I don't know if you can see that design there in the camera, but it has this really pretty etching in the glass. Very pretty. That would be very pretty cleaned, and then just a little stem of like a rose or something in there. Very pretty. And then the last one that I have is this blue vase. Now this blue vase has gold trim around it and a spout made in the USA. Very nice. And also has a lid. Very pretty. You know, it's a very pretty blue. It would coordinate well perhaps with this one, with this one with the gold trim around it, maybe even this, even cranberries. You get very creative, the different colors. I think from what I see here, I'm going to use this one here and this one here for today. I have some glass vases here as well. This round glass short vase, this taller glass vase, another tall glass vase. Oh, I hear Boo. And then this shorter glass vase. So I have 4 clear glass vases. And then from my mom's collection, the vintage collection, I'm going to use this one, oops, and this one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I'm going to move these out of the way. Set the vases aside for right now. Then I'm going to take all the flowers out of its current vase, or out of their current vase, which is no small feat, and see what we can reuse. Okay, so I have kind of 3 different groupings. I have the off-white roses. I have these gorgeous flowers, and the name at the moment escapes me, but I'm sure many of you know what they are. Offhand, I can't think of their name. Gorgeous. And hydrangeas. I have white, and then I have a few that are green. I'm going to pull off all the stem leaves. I'm going to pull off all the leaves that are down below the flowers, so it gives more nutrition and ability for the actual blooms to have most of the energy from the stem. So if you have to do, even the little ones, you don't need those. Give all the nutrition to the blooms and they'll last longer. So if I pull those off, if you want to leave a few, that's fine, but at least get the ones below this top area. Pull those off so you have a pretty straight stem. Once you do that, then you can take your scissors and you'll cut the length that you want for the pot you're going to use, or the vase, and you'll cut at an angle, and I'll show you here in just a moment. Let me finish getting the leaves off of the stems. So I think for this particular pot, it's kind of a blue-green. I'm going to use one of the green ones. and one of the white ones. And one of the roses. And I'll pull off some of the outer petals that are a little bit more brown. Once these hit water though, they will pop out a little bit more. Okay, so that's the first one. And I might add this back in there too. Get a little bit more fullness in there. And maybe this one on this side. Okay, I think that looks really neat. So you have your rose, green hydrangea, white hydrangea. We'll set this one aside. Actually, I think I'm going to put some water in it first before I put it up on my counter. Because this vase has some pinks and purples on it as well, I'm going to use one of these there and a green one. Add a white one. And rose. If the outer parts of your rose are pretty brown, you can take off some of the petals and then just kind of shake it out a little bit, see if any others fall off, and then you can use what you have left. And it sort of creates a very pretty white rose bloom in the end there. Okay, I think I'm going to put the other one of this purple in here as well. I like the look of how this looks together. And I'll put the purple one on this side. And I'm leaving the stems a little bit longer on the purple just because I don't want the petals the petals are very delicate. I don't want them to get stuck, or I don't want them to get damaged by the other ones here. So throw away these. I think I'm going to add one more white one, a little bit maybe smaller, from a top head bloom, and add it over here. Make this a little bit shorter. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, purple. So we have, now you know what, I'm going to bring this one to the other side. Set this side. So this is what we have here. We have the colors on the vase. We have the purple, green back here in the back, and then the white rose. Let's add some water. Here with the pinks and purples and a little bit of oranges and the greens. And then I have the blue-green base with the white and the green hydrangeas. Just gorgeous. I think the colors are beautiful. And I'm tying it in here with this little vine plant that I already had. Very cute. These are very poofy and big, but I think it's super cute in these vases. All right, so now we'll finish it up and use the glass vases that I have. Will be the 4 glass vases that I have, and I may not need all 4. I may go down to 3, but we'll see. I have a good amount of flowers remaining, so let's give it a shot. Okay, so I went ahead and put the remaining hydrangeas that were from the first big batch of flowers into this round bowl here. Let me slide this one out of the way. So you can kind of see the water is about up to the top. I cut the hydrangeas short enough so they would all fit in here. And I think it looks really great. So I'll probably use this on a coffee table. Start the next one. So this next one, I'm going to use this arrangement here with the pink flowers. And I'll separate all of these like I did with the previous, and then I'll fill the vases. Okay, so now everything's separated. I have my stack of hydrangeas, green and white. I have the ivory roses, similar to the last bunch. This grouping of flowers had more of the pink flowers versus the other had more of the purple. And I also have the same purpley pink flowers here as well in this bouquet. So I'm going to arrange them similarly as I did the last grouping. I'm going to use the glass vases for this one. And so I'll start to put all of these together, starting with taking off these leaves here below the start of the flowers and the blooms at the top. So any leaves below that are going to come off to give the blooms more chance to thrive with the water and repotting them. So I'll go through and do that, and then I'll put them in the glass vases. I'm also going to do the cuts of the stems at the angle. So I think this is wonderful, this grouping. Maybe I'll do one more of the white on that side there. Pull off that leaf, cut your stem, pop it into your vase, add your water. hydrangea to be sort of tucked in around the roses. So let's add some water for that, and then we'll place all of these in the rooms where I want to put them. So that concludes our video for today. I took 2 arrangements that my husband gave me last week and I broke them up into 6 different vases. 2 from the vintage vases that my mom gave to me, and then 4 other glass vases that I already had. So I hope this inspires you to find some joy in using some flowers and some vases that you may already have in your home, or turn something new or something that you already have into a new vase, and maybe pick up some flowers at the grocery store or use something that someone has given to you. And I hope you find some joy and inspiration in doing so. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Take care. Bye now.